What's up, St. John's? It's your host, Fabian Givens, coming to you live from WSJU Radio. And today's our season finale. So, it's a special episode. We have a special edition of Hip Hop News for you. I finally have my Best Dressed Student of the Year winner who's getting that $50 gift card. And I also have another special guest to continue our artist series on the season finale of HypeWire. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in, first and foremost. And in our season finale edition of Hip Hop News, I'm going to do a wrap-up of my top 5 albums as well as top 5 mixtapes from Q1, which is January through March, just in case anybody doesn't know. So don't hassle me if your favorite project that just released or Views or Lemonade or whatever is not in there, because it obviously just came out. This is just January through March. For top 5 mixtapes, we're going to start off with number 5, and I had Migos with YRN2. Now, this obviously was a blatant tape. Continue what Migos was doing. I feel like it took the formula to a next level a little bit. They didn't have many tracks on the mixtape that stuck. Like, in the previous mixtape, they had Dab and, other songs that went on to be like national hits. But it was a solid tape nonetheless. Coming in at number 4, I have Currency with The Carrollton Heist, which was solely produced by one of my personal favorite producers, The Alchemist. This was just a dope project. Currency's Mr. Consistency himself. I've started listening to Currency in like the 10th grade, and he's literally been coming out with a new tape or project within a 3-month time frame every year since then. So check that out for sure if you haven't already. Coming in at number 3, we had Young Thug with I'm Up. Some people said this was an EP, but I definitely felt like it was more of a mixtape, especially having songs that were already released. But it was more fire from Young Thug. What else can we really come to expect from him at this point? At number 2, we had a new young guy come and burst onto the scene when Kodak Black dropped Institution. I feel like this obviously took over the whole streets, and is a mixtape that's still in a lot of people's rotations, including my own. And also, Kodak being a major figure now, this is obviously the project that put him on the map, so how could I leave that out? And of course, last but not least, number 1, I have Purple Rain by Future. I feel as though this was easily the best mixtape within the time frame. Do your research, look it up, and let me know if you guys have any, ulterior opinions in regards to the top 5 list. Now for my top 5 albums, I like to start out at number 5 with 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne with their Collie Grove album. I thought that this was an amazing project from a lyrical perspective, obviously having one of the best lyricists ever in Lil Wayne on the project, along with 2 Chainz, who's excellent with the hooks and catchy bars. I think it was a good mix of talent, and the project came out really, really well. Coming in at the number 4 spot, I have Young Thug with the Slime Season 3 album. I felt like this was more of an album than I'm Up, simply because it had all new tracks, and the producers were kind of crazy as well. I like the With Them with Mike Will. I feel like that's, a blatant banger that will withstand the test of time from Young Thug. So anytime you get one of those on a project, it's got to be in here. Number 3, I have Future with Evolve. Many people thought that this album was kind of shaky, but I thought Evolve was solid, especially, for the time frame of January through March. It was clearly one of the top albums out. A couple bangers on there that are still in my rotation now. Not Future's best work, but still very solid among the competition for Q1. Coming in at the 2 spot is Kendrick Lamar with Untitled. I spoke about this on a previous episode. This was pure blatancy. Anytime he had an album of throwaways, it's no question. Kendrick's gotta be in there. And number 1, of course, I have Kanye West with The Life of Pablo. This album obviously sold more than any of the other albums and was received the best. Even gave somebody in designer an entire career. So it has to be number 1, and those are my top 5 albums. Moving right along, I like to announce our last winner for Sweatshop of the Week, and that was Akiva. And he was entered into our end of the year competition for Best Dressed Student of the Year. Who I have an announcement is Alexis Almazo. Congratulations to all the people who won Sweatshop of the Week. Shout out to Tar, shout out to Akiva, shout out to Alexis. But Alexis won the year-end competition, so he'll be receiving a $50 gift card courtesy of HypeWire, and shout out to everybody that participated as well. Now, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and when we return, I'm going to have a special guest to continue our artist series, so keep it locked for more HypeWire.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. Make your dreams come true. Just do it! Make your dreams come true. Write them down on a piece of paper. Give us a script, and we'll shoot it. We'll shoot it! We have a studio. We'll just do it. 422 in Marillac Hall. Fridays at 1:50. Just do it! Come here. Email us at WREDtv@gmail.com. Be a part of it. This is WRED-TV. Just do it! Come to the TV station. We'll work with you. Be a part of it. Do it! Just do it! Do it!
Welcome back, guys. Now, in continuation of our artist series, I have another very, very special guest, one of my personal homeboys and a dope artist, my man, Vitale.
What's good, man? How you doing, bro?
Good to have you, bro. So, I'm going to break down to you how the artist series works, first and foremost. Basically, I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions about yourself to give the viewers a better feel of you as a person as well as an artist.
Definitely, for sure.
So, our first question is, where are you from? Describe for us your background / hometown.
Oh, man, I mean, I come from all up and down the East Coast. I came to St. John's from Savannah, Georgia, and that's where I went to majority of middle school and high school from, pretty much where I, found myself and what I wanted to do. Originally, I was born in New Jersey, in Newark, New Jersey, so a lot of my family's from up north, which is what eventually led me back to, New York City. So, yeah, but Savannah, Georgia, that's what I claim.
That's what you claim.
Yeah.
Stomping ground. That's what's up. So, what inspired you to do music? Moving all over the place. What inspired you?
I mean, well, I've always been, like everybody else would say, a big fan of music. I mean, most of my favorite artists come from the East Coast, like in the 90s, like, Jay and Mason.
Okay.
Biggie, of course. And, living down south for so long, I was always a little different, my music taste. Because, I grew up in a time where, with T.I. and Lil Wayne, Jeezy, all these southern rappers, like I lived in Atlanta, as well, and I lived through all of that, but my taste was never really, catered towards that. I was always, trying to figure out what the guys up in New York and, Philly and stuff was, what they were talking about. And getting into music really was just me trying to find something that I was good at. When I was going into high school, I wasn't really known for playing any sports or, I was an artist. I went to an art academy, Savannah Arts Academy, and I wanted to, play football. And then my high school, they didn't have a football team, so I just decided, I'm good with words. Let me just try and write something down.
Okay.
And it was probably horrible in the beginning, but. I just kept working at it. Somebody told me, you could keep going, so that's what I did.
So now that you're taking that next step in your career, what do you feel like differentiates you from other rappers? With you taking that first step into the rap game, what's unique about Vitale?
I feel my uniqueness comes from me living all up and down the East Coast. Being that I've lived in Jersey, I've lived in Atlanta, I lived in Savannah, I lived in West Palm Beach, Florida for a little bit, and now I'm back up in New York.
Okay.
I feel like I really have that balance of both the East Coast music, which is what I, began loving as far as hip hop, as well as with the down south, the bounce and being catchy, and everything, and just trying to combine the two. That's why I feel like, I'm different.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So with that being said, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from a music standpoint? Because I've witnessed a lot of the glow up just from freshman year to now. I seen you really come up. And that new Her track is crazy, by the way. If y'all haven't heard that, be sure to check that out. It's crazy. But where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I don't want to put no pressure on myself, but I mean, 5 years from now, I'll be 26. I just want to, see myself in a situation, in a position where I can support my family, and through music. So take that however you want to take it. I just want to be able to, live my life through this music and, just talk about my life within the music and give back to the ones I care about 3 to 5 years from now.
That's what's up, bro. I mean, no pressure, no diamonds.
Yeah, you know
but it's always a pleasure.
Appreciate
my
it.
guy. Let them know where they can
me.
find you on the social media.
Instagram, ishblc, Twitter, ishvitale. You know, yeah, look it up. You know, listen to the music.
Hey man, so that does it for our show today, guys. Shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to everybody who thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to my entire team. It's not just me. It's a whole team that makes this thing happen. Shout out to Tom Walsh, Matt Chico, Danny Monroe, Natalia. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Nicola Gusto. Shout out to my boy Oscar, my boy Quentin. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to the whole squad. Also, shout out to Missy Dunlap and Kim. Be sure to check out Tea Time with Kim and the Style Diaries. And just know, we turning up. Next year, it's going to be even better. We got more original content coming. So be a part of WRED-TV, and we'll see you guys next year.